Hi, this is Christopher Jones with Authentic Leader, where we bring out the best in new leaders. This is part of a video series that I have that I call Authentic Tips, and these are tips that I expect you'll be able to apply either today or later on this week, so you can apply those immediately. They're small, bite-sized chunks that hopefully you can actually do something with. Now, today I'm in Richmond, Virginia. This is the James River, and these are actually rapids. You can actually go whitewater rafting right through downtown Richmond. And this is just an amazing spot. This is right off of Belle Isle, which we've been at earlier this week. You've seen the videos from before this week, so make sure you go back and listen to those as well. I did forget to mention yesterday's video. So where I was yesterday is actually at these cliffs where you can do rock climbing. It was actually part of a original quarry where they were taking big blocks of quartz out of there. And one time, apparently, there was a crack in there and it ended up filling up a reservoir there. So they still have cliffs where you can climb on, but it was abandoned when that happened. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. What we're here to talk about are how to make your next year the very best year ever. We're here to talk about the last category, which is really organizational and your team goals. What are the goals you need to achieve, either organizational or within your team? Really, with whether you are a manager or a leader of an organization or a team, you still are involved in team goals. And it's important to identify what is it you need to achieve together as a team in the coming year. So some categories that you might want to consider are, what are some financial income or budget goals that you need to achieve in the next year? What is maybe some profit that you need to make sure you achieve? Make sure that it's more than what you're doing this year. Otherwise, why are you doing it? There might be some team metrics. What are some measurements that you have been measuring throughout the year that need to go to the next level? Or maybe these are new metrics that you've not measured before. Many of the organizations I work with find they have a lack of metrics, so they know if they are actually going to be they're going to achieve success in the next year. So it's very important to identify what is it you need to achieve and measure in the next year. What are some maybe productivity levels that you need to achieve? What process effectiveness also needs to be created. Many organizations also just don't have processes in place. What's one or two processes you need to implement and perfect in the coming year? Other capabilities. Organizations, you have capabilities and there's some things you can do and can't do. What's maybe a new capability that your team or organization needs to have in the coming year? And then lastly that I'll talk about here, what is the performance level measurement? What performance level are you right now? What's the benchmark now? And where is it you need to achieve next year? Now, I have a free PDF download that goes along with all of these videos throughout this entire month. You can get at christopherrjones.com/download 1216. It's a companion PDF. It also sits by itself, but it complements well the videos that we're talking about this entire month. Whether you get this now at the end of the year or even in the middle of the year, I encourage you to still download this PDF, and I think it's going to be an effective companion guide that you can use to make next year your very best year ever. Make sure you come back next week where we're going to talk more about making the process of creating your very best year ever. And in the meantime, bring out the best in your leadership.